Chitofadans here for the 4th episode of the SLR Magic series, now on to accessories. It's time to talk about their Achromatic Diopters. I've had my eyes on them ever since they were announced, but never had a good enough reason to buy them brand new since I already had the range covered. I was recently able to grab a pair off eBay for a good price, so here they are. First things first, they are achromatic diopters, which means they have two glass elements cemented together, and each of those elements is designed to fix the other one's flaws, resulting in a better quality image, and in some cases bringing some serious improvement over the original anamorphic picture. The main use for diopters is for allowing closer focus than the minimum distance set by the lens or adapter's design, but I'll talk about how they work and everything else in another video, so hang in there. Suffice to say, they're mostly single elements with quality compromised especially around the edges. They're also cheaper. Since achromats or doublets bring in this quality improvement, they're much more sought after and also harder to find, which is a combination that drives up the prices. If you want to know more about diopters and everything before my video is up, you can check this chapter of my blog because it's quite informative on the subject. One of the great catches about the SLR Magic diopters is their size, because with 77mm threads they are larger than the vast majority out there, including the classic ones like the Tokina, which is 72mm. That followed by their strength or power, plus 0.33 and plus 1.33, which is more than enough to cover the gap of most anamorphic adapters' minimum focus, which cap between 1.5 meters and 4 meters. Using the 0.33 sets your infinity at 3 meters, and the 1.33 sets infinity at 75 centimeters, which is incredibly close even for close-up shots. Their price isn't the friendliest thing in the world at $300 for the pair, but it's quite manageable when compared to what people are usually paying for their doublets. The aforementioned Tokina usually goes for $300 by itself. Plus, you don't have to spend months with your hawk eyes around eBay hunting for the perfect doublet when you can just get these at B&H or Adorama or directly from SLR Magic's website. Of course, used ones pop up around eBay, especially in recent times, and they go for around $100, which is even better than the brand new price. Now to the downsides. First one, they're big and heavy. I mean, really. Here's a picture comparing them side by side with my Minolta plus 0.33 and a Fujinon plus 1.25. They weigh almost twice as the others. The increased size can also be caused for some vignetting, but they make up for it with a wider diameter, so all in all it might balance out evenly. Plus, the wider diameter is also good for larger front element anamorphics, such as these Chroma 42, saving you up from some vignetting at 72mm. Second, they introduce a little bit of extra optical artifacts, such as these blue flares. I'm believing these blue flares reflection thing is SLR Magic's signature by now. And my other diopters have more neutral tones, as you can see in the tests. Just so we can talk a little about performance, here are a few comparisons using their achromats in the exact same lens setup, Jupiter 9 plus Van Diemen's Chroma, using Minoltas and Fujinons, which are vintage glass, smaller and lighter, but much harder to find. I was impressed at how sharp the SLR Magics performed. It actually made me think that I wasted too much time not buying them right from the start and saving myself the trouble of bid wars on eBay. Except for the blue flaring element, I see no difference in performance. Well, maybe the SLR Magics are just a tad sharper, which is great. We are always in need of achromat diopters, especially of the kind that is still being made. As a bonus, they come with this neat case that fits both diopters perfectly. It's much easier to transport than my other ones, for which I had to buy spare pouches and add it up to their cost. SLR Magic has also released recently a plus 1.8 achromat, which I expect to fit right along with these, just a little bit stronger for more extreme close-up shots. Next week we have the last episode on SLR Magic, for this moment, which is about their variable ND Mark II, which I already used on a few of the previous tests and nobody noticed, so good things to come. Subscribe to the channel now and click here to head on to the blog to check previous reviews and much more anamorphic content. Of course, if you have any questions or suggestions about this video or any other video, shoot them in the comments and I'll get back to you. I wish you all a Happy New Year and I'll see you in 2016. Verhelens out.